Welcome to Because Life is for Learning. Today we're going to help you help your kids work on their fine motor skills. That just means doing very precise things with their hands. So I have some cardboard, old Pop-Tart box. I've got a cereal box here, a bigger one. It's got nice colors. If you don't want the colors, you could use the inside. I have cut, and I also have some various shoestrings. Just make sure that they all have this point on the end for easy manipulation with their hands. You'll also need a pair of scissors and some sort of a hole punch. I could not find my handheld punch that does one hole at a time, so this is a 6-hole punch, 3 here and 3 here. And as you can see, I was able to make it work on the heart. What you do is you draw your shape. As you can see, my heart is not perfectly heartish, but you get the idea. And then I've tied off one string. I picked a nice bright color, the pink. I just use shoestrings that I have on hand. And your child, you just help them go in and out the holes in any fashion. It doesn't matter if it's up and down, wraps around, it doesn't matter. The idea is just getting your kids to take this little pointy piece and to put it in the hole. And what you need to do, see, you can tell I'm doing it in a funny way. We can just keep doing this. And then you can unthread it when they're done, and they can do it again. You could even change the shoestring color to a nice bold red. I have also cut out a boat and put some holes in it. You can also see that it says Pop-Tarts on that side of the boat. So you can go ahead and have them start, and they can do up and down, like a running stitch it's called. And just getting that in there, working their fine motor. It doesn't matter if they're slow or fast. They'll really enjoy this activity. Most kids do. See, there's your running stitch. What you can do is take your box, find out where it's glued together, and just run your finger. Be careful. Use some common sense. You can get a cardboard cut if you're not careful. And we're just going to pull this box apart where it's kind of loud. And I have a brown inside or a very colorful outside. Any cereal box, this cardboard is the perfect thickness for this activity. I tend to cut the skinny strips off with my scissors, and this is the part where you should be doing that. And I discard those in my trash pile. And I'm going to do a nice big rectangle. This would probably take 2 or 3 shoelaces, and that is okay. You can draw a scene on here with the color crayons or colored pencils or some Sharpie markers. You can also just fill it full of stickers and let the kids decorate it themselves. So now I have this nice rectangle, and there's my on the other side. So I had just popped this into my little hole puncher. Any thicker than this and it won't fit in the hole puncher. I'm actually struggling a little bit because this is a little thicker than the Pop-Tart box. And punch. And I have 2 holes. So I have to pay a little attention, closer attention, and I will line up some more holes. I've also got to be able to make sure I'm getting it in there right. So I've got 3 holes. You can fill the whole edge with a bunch of holes. And then you can pick your nice colors and thread through it. This is a whip stitch. And if you want it to be hard for you, do it with a hand that's not your dominant hand. So then I would pick it up with my left hand. Oh look, it's the one hooked to the heart. And see, it's a little bit more challenging. So once I've mastered it with one hand, definitely pick up the other hand. Punch some more holes in here. Put a scene on here, or just enjoy the cereal scene on the other side. And this is for the older kids who might be about 6, 7 years old and who have mastered this. As you can see, I took and drew water on the bottom, a sky, and a sunshine. And I also took my Pop-Tart boat and I lined it up with some of the holes on my card. So I could move it here if I'd like. But I liked it right here on the corner because it can stick off the edge there. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these lace up string, which is also called a shoestring, and I'm going to put it on here and lace it together and create a scenery with my shoestring. And this is where you can take the extra shapes that you have cut out and you can create more activities that will engage your child in their fine motor skills and some depth perception. As you can see, not every hole lines up like it should. That's because I didn't make them to not actually go together. I just came up with this really good idea of adding cards on top of another card. My girls used to do this all the time, and they would enjoy lacing them together and make like a conglomeration of shapes. You can also teach your kids shapes. These are triangles. This is a parallelogram right here and here, not a true parallelogram. It's really a trapezoid if you like flip it over. And then we also have the nice rectangle, and we're going back and forth. And they can say, look, Mommy, look, Daddy, I made the boat on here. And you can change it around. You could put the heart on the corner. You can make a sunshine and add it over here. And we're doing the running stitch up and down. As you notice, I was able to put my holes in the edge, but they're not spaced out evenly, and that's okay. This is just a fun, quick activity you can put together with a few things you have on hand. The only thing you actually really has to be specific is the hole puncher. I don't think I could punch holes in this cardboard with a pair of scissors and not either hurt myself or get it to turn out right. So as you can see, I have my crayons there that I used, but there, I have a nice scenery. I hope you enjoy this activity with your children, especially on a rainy day or in the car. And if they happen to rip their cardboard up, no big deal. We buy more food, more macaroni and cheese, more cereal, more Pop-Tarts. Enjoy teaching your kids to have really good fine motor skills.